And we're live. Well, just me. Mets, we talk Mets emergency podcast. Uh, as you all know, Brandon Nimmo has been traded. And my first reaction to the trade was just like, man, wow. Uh, a cornerstone option has just been gone, and it sucks. Like I understand why they traded him, and it does make sense. By the way, Mr. Met may or may not be hopping on. He had to visit some family, and I think he just got in the house, so he may or may not be hopping on. But anyway, it's gonna more than likely just be me rocking out. But anyway, back to Nemo trade. Like I understand why they did it. Yeah, Nemo has a long contract, and he's probably not going to age well, but he's still a good player. That's one. Two, he's a homegrown Met. And in the grand scheme of things, is it that important? Probably not, but at least for me and I'm sure other fans, it is big because the Mets don't have a lot of players who, well, I'm talking about in their franchise history, who start their career with the team and end their career with the team. And we know now that Nemo will not be one of those guys who starts and finishes their career as a Met, like a la a David Wright. And it sucks. And he was certainly on the verge of doing that, but they traded him for Marcus Simeon. And Marcus, like, he's not, I don't want to say not that good. He's definitely a good defensive player. His bat is pretty bad. And he's older. He's 35. Nemo, I think he's going to be 32 to start. He's 32, and I think he'll be 33 at some point next year. He was born in 93, so he's at least 32 as we speak. So the Mets got older. Uh, Nemo's 33, Marcus is 35. The Mets got better defensively, but the Mets got a lot worse offensively. And we know based on last year, their offense wasn't that good. Now, did Nemo help down the stretch when they were struggling to score? No. But is Simeon going to help a struggling Mets offense? Probably not. It's a chance he turns it around, but I think it's a fool's errand to expect him to turn it around at 35 years old. With that said, it's just crazy to me that Nemo waived his no trade clause. I understand Texas has no state tax, and Nemo being from Wyoming probably prefers like a smaller city. But in terms of like just baseball, like we're not even talking about off the field stuff like taxes, uh, like city living, other stuff, but just purely in terms of baseball, I I don't see how this is an upgrade for Nemo. Obviously, he gets to play with Jacob DeGrom, and from what I've heard, he and DeGrom still talk, but the Rangers are more than likely going to be sellers. So, how does going from the Mets to the Rangers give you a better chance at winning? But hey, maybe the reason why he waived his no trade had nothing to do with baseball, but we'll never know. As far as um, do I think this makes this team better? The answer is not really. But we I think it's safe to say that this is not going to be the last move of this offseason because as we speak, it's not even Thanksgiving. And I expect more moves to happen as they should because the Mets had the worst season in a long time, probably the worst season ever. And if you tell me or anybody who's a fan that this is all they're going to do, that's not acceptable. Even if they bring back Pete and Diaz, which I don't know about Pete, I hope he comes back, and Diaz, I sure as hope he comes back. But even just bringing back Pete and Diaz is not enough. Like honestly, for a team that should be gunning for a World Series, especially since that they paid Soto all that money and Lindor is making 300 mil. And Steve Cohen, when he bought the team about 5 years ago, said, in 5 years, we expect to win a World Series. Well, guess what, motherfucker? 5 years is up. So I want to see a World Series. I want to see a ring. So I want bigger what's the word? Bigger deals on the line. I'm not saying that they have to go out and sign Cal Tucker and spend a bunch of money, but definitely the Mets need another pitcher and they need another bat in addition to keeping Diaz. So does that mean Cody Bellinger? Hey, I don't know, but definitely there's more options, more moves to be had. In addition to that, in addition to more moves to be had, I want. Oh, oh, looks like I had a message. Oh no, oh, thought I had a message. Yeah. Anyway, sorry. Like I said, there's definitely more moves to be had, and we'll see. Like one thing we could say is that Stearns was not bullshitting when he said he wants to do run prevention. Because as we know, is Marcus Simeon is a good, good, if not great defensive second baseman. And with him and Lindor at second and short, and that should spell well for guys like Peterson, who's a ground ball pitcher, and McLean and others. Hopefully, Mania is better, but I don't even want to go too crazy about bringing up Mania because there's a good chance Mania is not. How can I say it? Mania is not on the Mets. Oops. Sorry. Oops. Sorry. Sorry. Just checking the message. Screen idea. You're publishing. Sorry. Use. Oh. I'm trying to bring in Mr. Met. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Trying to bring in Mr. Met. It's my first time doing the solo stream, and I had to learn how to use OBS on the fly. I used to use OBS years ago, but not with Video Ninja, so had to go through some YouTube tutorials and figure shit out. Also, another thing, just in the settings, my camera looks better, at least on Video Ninja. I don't. Let me see how it looks like in YouTube. Oops. Because for the longest, when we would do streams, my video has looked bad. Oh, it looks bad on YouTube too. I got to do something about that. I think I need to use more lighting or something because there's no way my video quality should be this bad. But nonetheless, it is what it is. Well, I want to address it at some point. Hopefully, next time we either me or Mr. Met or the both of us to combine go live, like the video quality is like much better. I'm trying to adjust that, but yeah. I'm 720. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. All right. So I gotta figure out a way to go 1080. Yeah. But yeah. I can't really think of anything else when I heard about the trade. Like I I want to know like what made Nemo like decide to leave. Cuz I know that they was floating out that Nemo could be available, and I think there was rumors that Senga was going to be traded as well. I'm not too sure on that, but I've heard about like about a week ago that Nemo was going to get traded. And maybe I guess he heard that he his name was in the rumors, so he figured, hey, fuck it, they want me out of here, so let me just leave, and that's what drove him to want the waive his no trade clause. And it's crazy because when he signed his contract, I'm talking about the contract after the 2022 season, which was winter 2023, about 2 years ago. I think he said at the press conference, "Oh, I guess this means I'll never have to take this jersey off." And hey, he took the jersey off, and so I've said it 1,000 times this stream so far. He's he's not gonna put. He's more than likely will not put that jersey back on. So yeah, I'm gonna see if Mr. Met can join. I'm gonna try to figure that out because Mr. Met wants to join, and there's been some technical issues for Mr. Met. I'm trying to let him in, but I don't know how to bring him in. I'm gonna try audio user. I know this is not good, but this is not the best. So bear with me, guys. Bear with me, whoever's watching. Oh, sorry. That's a chat. Hold on. I'm gonna restart the stream and bring try to bring Mr. Met in. So I'm gonna end the stream and then bring Mr. Met back in. Okay. All right.